Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now if there's any one thing that I can tell you for sure, power management for me is critical in my everyday life, but more specifically to even run this channel in the first place. Power management is difficult. It takes a lot of sort of forethought, it takes a lot of planning, and my ability to manage things, keep my batteries charged up, keep my camera running, keep all the lights on, and keep my computers up and active. So with that, the people at Trond reached out to me to see if I'd be interested in taking a look at a couple of their products. First, their brand new 65-watt charger, which should be good for a vast majority of all of the electronics that I need, and this wall mount adapter that's going to actually take some of my outlets, convert them, and make it a lot more, and I guess I would just say manageable, a lot easier, a little more flexible. And this is absolutely awesome. So as simple and kind of geeky as it can be, I'm actually really pumped for these products. And so what we're going to do, we're going to go through these in detail. I'm going to bust these out of the box, get them to some practical use. I'm going to power up all my gizmos so you can continue to watch my channel, and then we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. And so with that said, I have a whole bunch to do and a whole bunch to share with you. And if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. Before we get too far, I would like to say thank you very much to the people at Trond who did provide these for review. Now here, as we get into these Trond products, there are a ton of different options. So depending on what you're trying to do, just a huge wide variety of power management solutions. But these for me are exactly what I needed. So, you know, Trond was very, very gracious. First off, they wanted me to take a look at one of their newest products. So this is their 65-watt fast charging power outlet strip. And as I was looking through their product lineup, I was like, wow, this outlet extender would be absolutely fantastic. So with that, let's bust these out. Now, as simple as this is, I'm actually going to start here with this outlet extender, because after this, well, you'll see I will actually be able to use this for the other products to check them out. So when I say outlet extender, what I'm saying is, if you look at your typical wall outlet, well, maybe you have 2 plugs, but in this case, I'm going 2 plugs plus 3 plugs plus 3 plugs plus 2 USB Type A and a USB Type C charging port. So this is awesome. Switch on top, turn it on, turn it off. This is going to be so convenient for me. I can't even begin to tell you how awesome it is to have something like this. And I didn't even see this coming, but on top of it with a switch on top, that is awesome. This is going to be fantastic. Nice and sturdy. That feels great. Power on. It's got a tiny little power button there so you can see the light turns on. And I have now instantaneously increased my overall capabilities right here, which is awesome. I have so many things that I need to power up, and this is just going to be flexible and versatile. If I needed to plug in a brick, you can see that will definitely go in all of these locations. So that's simple. That works out very well anywhere along here. And then of course my USBs, which is the bulk of what I need. Standard Type A and C, which is really cool. And that's just going to leave me in a real great place to charge all of my gizmos. But now this 65-watt charger, again, this is going to be absolutely instrumental in my ability to keep the right things charged at the right times. Computers can be very difficult. They require very specific power sources. But here, this Trond power strip with the USB chargers. Again, check that out. So your USB-A, number 1 and number 2, and then USB Type-C, number 1 and number 2. So I think what we're going to find is these are going to be powerful enough for my laptop. I'm not certain about these, but I'll get into these in detail. Just to read off some of the specifications, this is the Model TD-PS-US20. This has an operating range, AC power 100 to 250 volts, 50 to 60 hertz, power rating 125 volts, 13 amps, 1625 watts. USB Type-C 1 and 2, the output, 5 volts, 3 amps, 9 volts, 3 amps, 12 volts, 3 amps, 15 volts, 3 amps, 20 volts, 3.25 amps, 65 watts max. USB Type-A, so again, 1 and 2, 5 volts, 3 amps, 9 volts, 2 amps, 12 volts, 1.5 amps, 18 watts of power. So that's going to be sort of the difference. Again, just not quite the same output for the USB Type-A as the USB Type-C, and that's exactly what I thought. But now as we get into this here, a nice long cable, pretty long. How long is this? Based on my wingspan, I would say 5 feet. So you get 5 feet of cord, which is very, very nice. I mean, that should be ample for my needs. Getting this plugged in, I am now going from the Trond wall outlet, which that'll work nice. And you can see I do have enough room beneath for the angled cord. And here, this power now coming to life, which you'll see on the back side here. This does angle, so if you were going to put this down, kind of flexes out of the way. That's a very nice, simple design, but effective. I like that. This is cool.
How fast does it charge?
I'll find out.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're starting at 8:44. Let's see how long it takes to get up to 100. What's it saying? An hour?
I think so. It's never really accurate though.
Alright, we'll find out.
So from what I can tell, everything calculated exactly correctly. So you can see about to hit 100%. Now the brick itself, a little bit warm. It's not hot, but it's definitely warm. You can see, now it's been charging this Chromebook for a while, so it's definitely heating up. Not nearly as hot as some of my other sort of power bricks or chargers. So seemingly very effective so far. And so, all right, guys, there you have it. A couple of fantastic products from the company Trond. As I mentioned in the intro, power management is something that's so critical for me, but to be able to do it easily and effectively, it really does enhance my ability to do what I need to do at a higher level. Makes things easier, makes things manageable, and keeps me moving in the right direction. The wall mount unit, absolutely awesome. In fact, to the point where I'm starting to think I do want to outfit a number of other locations throughout my house with those exact same units. They're perfect. They're exactly what I need in locations where we have a lot of activity, a lot of family activity, charging of devices, and the need to manage power in those strategic locations. It would be absolutely perfect for reasonable money and an extremely easy installation and upgrade. I mean, literally, if you can work a screwdriver, you're in. So from that perspective, absolutely fantastic. But this 65 watt adapter, this is another sort of game changer for me. I definitely struggle when I need to charge my computers, when I need to charge tablets, things that require the extra oomph. And in this particular case, in a fairly small and compact unit, the ability to package this up, bring it with me if I'm traveling, keep it around the house, whatever I need to do. This gives me a number of different charging capabilities, not just for my devices, not just for my cell phone, but for my computer. That really keeps me moving. That is literally critical. Granted, I could bring around the charger for my actual computer, but this is multi-purpose. It kind of gets rid of a number of different bricks and allows me to consolidate everything into a simple form factor with a nice long cord on top of that. So this Trond 65 watt power adapter is absolutely sweet. And so again, I would like to say thank you very much to the people at Trond who did provide these for review. And for the rest of you, if you like this content, do me a favor. Take a look at my Outer Limitless 2 channel, which is more on the tactical and firearm side of things. At this point, that channel is growing quickly. I have a ton of videos up there. So if you like what you see here on Outer Limitless, do me a favor and check me out on Outer Limitless 2. So all right, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.